Hey everyone, how are you all doing? We're back again for our weekly Write With Me. My plan this week is basically to just continue where we've left off, keep going. Might actually get a book written in these 2 hours a week installments. How are you all doing? What are you working on today? Um, yeah, so I kind of, as I was going and preparing for this, I thought, I'll have a little talk with our friend Drunk Claude, and yeah, I was like, oh, he kind of likes the scene. I got an 8 out of 10. I was like, wait, what? Um, so that was flattering morning for me. Good morning, SSN. But yeah, so there's two. Hello, Emery. There are two tiny little changes that I want to make. Maybe do some world building. I don't know, but two small changes I want to make before moving on. Because then we have some more like kind of like repercussions. We get some more interaction with the dogs, which of course is what we want. So, I'm happy with what so yeah, so tiny bit of editing of chapter 4. Hopefully shouldn't take me more than half an hour or so, maybe even less. I'll probably do a lot of hand editing for it because I kind of know what I want. And then after that, we're going to start with brainstorming chapter 5. Like I've got some stuff, but it needs work. Oh, hello, Kat. Oh, amazing. Kat's working on the August Bingo Challenge. What words did you get? And what's your story? I'd love to know. It's been exciting hearing about what everyone's been writing about. So yeah, let me move that. Yeah, so yeah, let me know. Um, super exciting. Okay, yeah. So I will start. Uh, if anyone is curious, I will, of course, as always, copy the Claude chat. Claude. Oh, Emery's also working on that. Amazing. Yeah, I'm going to be. So, this time tomorrow, I will be doing a bingo writing stream. So, I'm going to do some editing on the short story that I started then, and then maybe do like, I don't know, some like flash fiction or something on another concept because it's just so much fun. I'm really struggling with the first person perspective, actually. So, if anyone has any tips for first person, please throw them at me because I am struggling. Um, but yeah, okay, let's start with chapter 4, scene 2. Oh, and also, as always, if you have any questions during the stream, let me know. If you have any questions rewatching the stream, not just about what I'm doing, but like anything. Like, think of these as office hours. Like, I just happen to be on Novelcrafter doing work. And if any of you have any like questions, lob them at me, and I'll do my best to answer. Kat says that she's got abandoned lighthouse, umbrella, paranormal romance, plot twist, and multiple points of view. That's good. Multiple points of view is great for when you've got a romance. Like you can have both sides. It kind of works nicely. So yeah, oh, that sounds great. Okay. Okay, well, Claude was like being like, "Oh, you've got way too much of that," but I think it's just in proportion to the entire chapter. Um, oh, that's a great idea, SSN. Write it in third person and ask the AI to rewrite it. I might do that. See how it goes. Cuffed. You know when you see something, because like an I looks like an L, and because her mum is called Ione, I was really confused for a second. Okay. Um. Okay. So, what's she gonna do with the journal? What is he gonna do? She gonna do? Um. Some of his head snapped up. Yeah, I guess she. Throw yourself, Hugo. Okay, another. Since when do you... Well, I'm getting rid of loads of... As I read through this, I'm like, okay, well, get rid of all these dialogue tags. Um... Maybe lose us. You can't help me. Ugh. There. Okay. I have done... I decided to kind of not do that. And I've done that. Sweet. Right. Chapter 5. Okay. So my... If we go onto our plan, I have... Let's just make this bigger so y'all can see it. Chapter 5. Oh, Cass says that... Oh, okay, Cass has got the exact same prompt. See, that's great. Like, having the same prompt and then just seeing, like, how different what you write is. Like, you guys will have, like, completely different stories and they'll both be, like, pretty darn awesome. So, yeah, it's really fascinating to see. And to hear about everyone who's, like, doing the challenge as well. Like, there's so many of you out there. There are other means of deceit. Okay, I'm gonna rework this. I might open it up in a snippet. So Delilah is already at the workshop when Nicodemus arrives. Um, um, a sprinkler. Illustrations. Delilah glazes over it, knowing that Nicodemus disapproves of Chiara. To ask about When Delilah hypothesizes that Miss um, Nicodemus quickly comes out after her. Talking to Perrin before she get more than a word in. For me, you're too sweet for me. Okay, Delilah is distracted. Bam. Need to work out which dog. Guys, do you want to have a vote on which dog appears in this scene? Okay, now what I'm going to do is go to chat, new thread. I'm going to put it in the full novel outline context. I'm going to change the model to Claude Sonnet 3.5, and I'm going to ask why isn't it? That's so weird. My bed free, you're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me. Oh, so SSN is asking, has it been explained to readers yet there are any dogs left? So I don't actually know if only dogs are left. That was like, it was kind of an in-joke at the beginning of the series that we were like, well, dogs are the only animals that have survived the apocalypse because they're so pure. I don't actually know if that's true. And like, but I kind of liked the idea. And so this is a placeholder title for that. I mean, totally could have other animals. I've not actually thought that far, but the idea of her being unfamiliar with many animals, I guess, would show her delight at. She always wanted one as a pet. I would like to improve the outline for chapter 5 in this story. Given the context of where we are and the limited and that Perrin and Delilah have only met once before, what might they what dog are we gonna have? Where's my oh, that's Rebels. Where are my dogs? Well, I guess Anya's the only girl. So Anya. Was it Anya or Anya? Parents' dogs. Oh, with a Y. Not a J. Okay, yeah, let's see how that goes. Okay, I actually like this. This is a really good conversation dynamic that it's suggested. Bright as a damsel in distress. Okay. In the end, it's all the same once I apply all the pressure. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes a kingdom fall. Lightning, yield her, use and wield her. Initial awkwardness, her true nature will be revealed. Start with a brief moment. The lives of your men and crew or your own, why do I think they'd lose? There's initial awkwardness between blame me for your act of crime. Perrin. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes her kingdom fall. Lightning wielder, use and yield her. Okay, so there is an initial awkwardness between Perrin and Delilah, which is overcome when Delilah asks about the dog. Perrin formally introduces Anya, and they both interact with the animal. And as they both interact with the animal, Delilah warms up to Perrin. Talk turns to Delilah's work as a mechanic, and Perrin is interested in her thoughts of power outages. Now Delilah knows that Kira is semi-involved. She doesn't want to say too much. Perrin then casually inquires about her relationship with Nicodemus. Delilah turns the conversation back onto Perrin and his history and the state of the city as a whole. As the conversation begins to get interesting, Nicodemus returns, interrupting them. And then Nicodemus warns her off Perrin after. Okay. I might now then take this and make some beats. Select AI. Okay. The only thing I don't like is all the AI-isms that happen in beats, and so you then end up having to like rewrite them all anyway. Copy the scene beats. Pin that. I love how I can just leave that going as I... Bond over... and then... Okay, so I've got this. Okay, I've copied the beats in, and then I also want to chapter 4. Copy all the prose. And I want to put... That is not quite what I was... Oh, is this done the entire act? That's my bad. Copy all prose. That's better. Oh, wait, that was the Raskella. Ugh, whatever. Back onto chapter 5. Corey, could you ask? I'm not sure why whenever I go off this, it's automatically going as meeting the mentor. Is that just like an artifact from when I like used a story outline, or like I feel like I don't know. Yeah, I know. That's I just it's so weird because I've tried, just get rid of that and suddenly adding in stuff. It's just it's not affecting the numeration. I think it's just a visual glitch of some sort. I don't know. Um, so Dahlia's goal is fixing a malfunctioning sprinkler. She's already there. Her frustrations of the night. Ha, my open router credits. It's always on a Wednesday. It's always during these streams that my open router credits need to be refreshed. She's... Yeah, I mean, and maybe it's a thing that I just need to refresh the browser. Like, it's not a huge deal. It's just slightly inconvenient, but... No, I'm afraid of the water. She's the first to arrive. She is exhausted. She mutters a string of colourful curses under her breath. I don't know, Poseidon. Oh no. Um, 450? Yeah, why not? The things I do for you. Let's cut the charade. You are no wife of mine. Right. Okay, let's make something myself first. Okay, right. Okay, I'm gonna write something. How does one fix a sprinkler? she shrieked. Not that it was the woman's fault, although the woman was even there, but everything was Zora's fault. Okay, Delilah is tries again to fix. Okay, let's see how this goes. I think having a little bit of text first will help. Do you guys think this amount of swearing is fine for a book? Because Delilah swears every other word, it seems. You hide a reason for shame. Deep down, we are the same. She glared at the offending sprinkler, its innocuous appearance belaying the fact that it was sent by the Frosts themselves. With a huff. With a huff, she reached for it again, determined to make it bend with. With a hammer if she had to. What hopes she would You know, through writing this, I kind of get the impression that Delilah exaggerates a lot. Like, a lot. um, yeah, I feel like that is so SSN was saying that they wonder about that in their own writing. Yeah, I find like despite not being religious, using invoking religion is my first instinct when I have a jump scare. I'm always like, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, and so it's kind of like, I think kind of because it's your first instinct, you then put that in your characters and then you you're like, what do other people say in these instances? Like, is there something else? What do you guys say? Like, um, instead of swearing all the time. I mean, like, for me personally, I combine words together to make random swearish kind of things when I'm doing stuff like this. And I was like, well, I can't just put all my Kateisms in. No one's going to know, you know, what things are. But yeah. Is that Tanj or Tanya? Although I think that's probably me always pronouncing in my head a J as like Eastern European years. Okay, hard day. Tanj. There ain't no justice. Tanjlol. Oh, I've learned something new. Christ on a cracker. That is a great one. Um, or like I'll call people like or call things like inanimate objects. Like if someone is annoying me, I'll be like, "Oh, there's such a wet wipe." It's just a an object, but yeah. Um, okay, Tanj comes from author Larry Niven. I don't know who they are, but I will nod and say yes. um, I usually have a character who swears a lot as part of their in or outer voice because I can't not swear in my writing. Yeah, I think it's just like sometimes you get characters that just feel very sweary, and I'm like, yeah. Um, sometimes I wonder, does she swear too much? But I guess that's what edits are for. I can like, uh, move things back after, but she's not saying anything that bad, and she's not like swearing at people. She's just kind of swearing. The urge to sleep had fucking fled on a sleigh. Oh, okay. People know who Niven is. The urge to sleep had fucking fled on a sled. Oh, it's got to be sled, not sleigh then. show that heap well, she isn't noticing it. Spell check. Spell check has no taste in books, it seems. And we all die like this. Oh. Since when did Nicodemus become like really northern? You're right, love. I mean, that feels so much like telling, and I don't. Nicodemus attempts to try all she can not to confess. In the end, it's all the same once I apply all the pressure. Thunder. When Delilah, oblivious to his reaction, King of Ithaca, since hunger was far too great, I wonder who'd take the weight of the gun and suffer a gruesome fate. Oh my god. Is weathered in Nicodemus's codex entry. While your death is near, lightning wield her. I am getting rid of his physical appearance because it is using that far too much. Someone's gotta die today, and you have got the final say. You or your crew. Debating whether to voice the thoughts that. Okay, something that's kind of annoying a little bit with AI. So, the change in Nicodemus was instant and jarring. His usual animated expression froze, his face becoming an unreadable mask. Delilah, caught up in her own thoughts, didn't notice the shift. Then why mention it? It's limited point of view. Um. Yeah, why not? Does he call her Delilah? He calls her by her full name. I don't know if Nova's sake, have I got that as a Nova's sake? No, I don't think I have got it in there. Interesting. Just that that's been used. Maybe it's somewhere in my +1 Larry Niven. So this is Write With Me and Larry Niven Appreciation Society. In the comments, write what your favourite Larry Niven book is and show the love. Show don't tell, I guess, maybe. So when I ask which are your favourite, are they by any chance like all of his books that you've been like, you're like, well, besides these books, also all the other books he's done? Because that's the impression I get. But they're the Interno as well. Why not? Just invent an extra trilogy or whatever for him to have written. Delilah can respond. Jerry Purnell worked with Niven. Ah, worked on the book. Okay. I'm learning a lot of things today. Oh, I like that Nicodemus calls Perrin Astor. Like his surname, not. Yeah, sure. Oh, it remembered that her clothes are wet. I'd forgotten that her clothes were wet. She looked like she on 3 rounds of the malfunctioning sprinkler system. That's exactly what she'd done. So this is a show don't tell prompt that I use. If anyone is wondering what I'm doing. And then I often will kit bash things together. Whoa. Then I get pissed off. I try to chill with the waves. Damn, you cross the line. Ty feels self. 'Cause you fight to save lives, but won't kill and don't get the job done. I mean, you totally could have avoided all this had you just killed my son. But no. Okay, I included some bracketed instructions to see if it would give me some more, like... Oh, it's always great to have you here, Paul. Okay, what, guys, I need your help. What would be the equivalent of a glossy magazine in Nova Bezos? Question. Okay, yes, question. I got 12 scene beats, then edited them to 8. How do I generate actual scene beats for writing? I've pasted my 8 into the relevant chapters plan. So for writing scene beats, so you can see here I've got a scene beat. So if you do the forward slash under a question mark on a UK keyboard, I assume it's the same for Americans. It then opens up this menu, and then you can click on scene beat, paste your scene beat into there, and then you do your generate prose using whatever prompts you have. So if you've got your beats within the plan interface and like you've just got them up here, that won't work for generating text. That's kind of for your scene summary. So like once I finish the scene, I will condense this into a shorter thing. Brogue. I mean, I'm meaning more. What's the equivalent of a magazine? Like, what would they? What do they? I guess, do they have any entertainment? Do they have a printing press? I'm guessing they don't really have that much energy to have like ebooks and like technology for most people. So it's like, what level of propaganda is there? I guess is kind of more what I'm wondering. Is mylar that plastic stuff like that's used for templates? Yeah, it's like tinfoil kind of vibe. A polyester film that's used. I mean, I guess they could do. Balloons that don't deflate. Okay. I mean, they could. I don't know if you'd be able to get. Would you be able to get images from that? I guess you could. That would be. That is true. It is sci-fi. I was just thinking if they're having difficulty growing food, then. But yeah, I suppose it is sci-fi. I could just make my own thing. Create your own plasla. Is plasla an actual thing, or can I just nick that? Plastic and Mylar. That's fun. Thank you, Kat. The politeness in their voices, paper thin. Or the niceties were paper thin. Early masking the clenched jaws and okay. So telly. I'm gonna get rid of that. I am your darkest moment, the monster that always draws near. Scene beats, got it, thanks. You're very welcome. All I gotta do is open this bag. Okay, well, I didn't show the conversation. Slightly annoying, but I got that, so I will just... Okay, delete. Oh, it's done, though I'd like to know what. Oh, it's done. The Irish? Yeah, Irish Americans. Um, oh, it's done. The brothers' final stand. Splendid. Perfect. Tyler glanced. Sitting on the roof, beat up car. Come here, you daft mutt. Fundamental curious news, disaster in the making. Followed by. Okay, well, let's hope that Anya's breed actually has fluffy hair. Black hole, a vacuum, in deep outer space. Ashley loses herself in the joy of interacting with the animal. She's on where the Nicodemus has left the room until Perrin closes his throat. Delilah jolts, feeling self-conscious again. She keeps petting Anya, desperate to find something to break the tension. She asks about... Good afternoon, Rob. How are you doing? What projects are you working on? Or are you just here to have some random background and Kate singing whenever she forgets that she's live when writing? She asks about Anya and finds out Perrin has 4 dogs. He's the official... So my beats kind of get quite long sometimes, but that's when I find that if I know what I'm wanting, like I could really just easily write this conversation out by the time I've done all this, but I kind of like I enjoy, I know what I want, so I'm just giving as much information to the AI and just being like, can you format this as prose for me, please? Okay, so I found that that has mainly summarized, so I might use a longer word count to try and get it to like actually describe things like show, don't tell. Sometimes if you don't give it a big enough word count, it'll just take too much of what you've got. Yeah, this is better. Oh, and I like that because talking about work to do, then steers the talk to our work as a mechanic. So that is a perfect segue. I love it when AI has brilliant coincidences like that. I'm coming, wait for me. I hear the walls repeating. The calling of the sounds like drumming. And we are not alone. The dogs. Oh, I like that. So we have time seemed to slow. The workshop's usual cacophony faded to a distant hum. A throat cleared. Delilah blinked, reality rushing back. Perrin stood watching, and Nicodemus... Hang on. When had he slipped out? It's gonna be fine. Kat says, this is my first novel in Novelcrafter. I didn't refine the scene beats in my first scene and now need to edit back from 5,000 words. Yeah, learning curves for sure. I'm on like the fourth rewrite of my current work in progress. Not this, like my out of streaming project. And oh my god, it is like, when you go back and you edit stuff, like dudes, edit as you go. It makes life so much easier when you, especially if you're using like the prompt that I'm using, which uses your past writing. Getting rid of all those issues now, like immediately makes life so much easier. Like the AI really does mimic your style, or whatever style you've left unedited. Latch onto the memory of the sniff dog. Oh, so much telling. Okay, 5:30. Okay, I might be able to get like the first edit, or like, oh, totally agree. Edit as you go. I pushed chapter 3 to gain skills, but now I'm going back to edit. Yeah, I totally think, and like I know that for my writing, at least I find that I used to be very bad at staying to my plan, and like keeping keeping to the plan. So I try now to actually have my like a very structured plan that works at the beginning, so that I don't then have to do like 50 developmental edits. Um, Again, on my current working process, like I've changed the plot so many times, and then I have to go back to the beginning and edit again. Whereas like here, because I spent so much work. If you guys can let me know when I'm back, that would be amazing. See? This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. From the heart. Okay, I'm back. Amazing. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. You. Delilah's fingers itched. Greet the world with open arms. Okay. Okay. You feel feel that? I'm fine. My brothers. Hmm. Might try 600. Strike his heels. Oh, so I saw something in the Discord being people like, it'd be cool if everyone like made artwork for their August bingo stories, and shared them, and we could see how different like the vibes are from the prompt words. That'd be pretty fun. Okay, Perrin's eyes lit up. There. Cutely wears Kira's involvement with the. I can put a spell on you and you're done for. Come now. Surely you have some insights. Nicodemus speaks quite high. Speaks quite high. How long have you known him, by the way? You and I are now evenly matched. Our fates are intertwined, they are attached. Okay. It will be the one. Soon you will be done for. Never. Are you? Joy of the... No, he won't mention it. Not going to be here long. I'm just... Oh, hello, Christina. It's lovely to have you here. We're only on for another 20 minutes anyway, for today, so it's nice to have you for whatever you can make it for. How are you doing? I have faith in Nova base. There's people surviving, are we? Mother Nature deemed it fit to annihilate our species, and yet there are dog packs. Well, just accidentally dropped in some philosophy there. By Nicodemus returning. Chickens are yelling. I've missed the morning grub treat time. They haven't been well trained. Hope to catch you live next time. Well, we're live tomorrow at the same time, so 4 p.m. BST. And also on Saturday. Saturdays we're always live, so you can click on your notifications and have a look-see. Let's hope your chickens get fed. Many floating islands have you seen before? Light on wit, and we all die on it. Oh, early morning for perfect time. Yes, it's great writing time. Early, yeah. I think early mornings. I quite like this time because it's like just before dinner. So I always go off stream and then I'll start cooking dinner. And then my husband gets home and he is like the chicken if the food doesn't arrive. He is like, "Where's my food?" Which it's very sweet. He is food motivated. But on a weekend stream he brings me drinks, so it works out. Husbands, hens, and children. I think uh, both the fur variety and the human variety. Had to think of the word then. I was like, wait, what's the thing that's not a fur baby? Why would he care what I think? I don't know anything. So close to having finished this chapter. I think chapter 6 is. Let me check. Are you guys ready to put Drunk Claude to work? I'm sure it will not like bits of this, but you know, what can you do? Analysis. I've been working with Novelcrafter for about 4 days. Love it. Got a lot of work done. We'll be getting back to writing in a few minutes. Wanted to come and check your live. You're a help. Aw, I'm very glad you're enjoying the lives. And like, yeah, Novelcrafter is like a game changer. I'm such a fan. I mean, I before I was doing these, I was just using it, and it's so much fun. So I'm glad that other people are enjoying them too. Okay, let's see what I get. A 4 out of 10? Oh, I was right. 4 out of 10. Okay. Ha ha. And one more thing. What's with all the dog talk? Is this going to be important later, or are you just really into canines? If it's the latter, maybe write a book about a dog show instead of a dystopian sci-fi. Okay, let's see. Let's copy prose. Claude. So I'm writing my like to-do list for next session. Oh my god, and Perrin? Slippery bastard, that one. Can't tell if he's supposed to be the love interest or the villain. Maybe both? Kinky. Um... like some discount magician. Wow. Well, if I was expecting a coherent continuation of the previous chapters, I'd be sorely disappointed. It's like you've gone off on a tangent about dogs and sprinklers instead of, oh, I don't know, addressing the whole city's falling apart. My sister might be a terrorist thing. That is a fair point. I will address that. Drunk Claude really humbles you. Uh, What 5 things can I do to improve this chapter? Sound of beer can opening. I'm only going to say this once. Or maybe twice if I forget. Making it. Let me tell you about Lies and means. Oh wow, and now you're ignoring them like a red-headed stepchild. Give us more insight into Liar's Head. Okay. That's fine. I can do that. I will start that next week. And it's perfect timing. It's 6 o'clock. Thank you all for coming and watching me write and joining in. I will see you all tomorrow where I'm going to be doing some work on the monthly muse challenge. So I hope you can join me and you'll enjoy doing some writing. And yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, I think. So yeah.